Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Juice Baseball channel. And welcome back to another episode of the Juice Junior Road to the Show series here on MLB The Show 25. Today, we have an episode where we move on from the Minnesota Twins. We've completed our 2-year contract obligations with the Twins, and this is what happened. I don't have any pictures to show you because nothing happened this year. Although, I will say, we finally completed the trophy cabinet because we did win an MVP in the year 2034. We have a couple silver sluggers that we added these past 2 years, 2034 and 2035, another home run champion in 2034. So we have added a few more things to the trophy cabinet, and we've pretty much filled it up with all the individual stuff. We got an MVP, we got a Cy Young, we got the Rookie of the Year, we have an All-Star appearance. We don't have an All-Star Game MVP, unfortunately, but we do have an All-Star Game appearance. We have a bunch of silver sluggers. We have a World Series MVP and a World Series ring. We have a Home Run Derby championship. We have a Home Run champion, a playoff MVP. Like, we have all of the individual awards that you would ever want, except for a Gold Glove, obviously. But we can't really get that easily because we're a pitcher and a hitter. It's harder to get a Gold Glove because we don't have that many third base outings, and I'm not simulating very well, apparently, in terms of defense, I guess. So this is our MVP season. We hit 44 home runs, 134 RBIs, a 279 average, which is the best we've had since we were playing really mainly as me. So that's a very good average in sim. We have reached the age of 31, which is quite interesting. We have 1,500 career hits, 400 career home runs, 1,000 RBIs. We have 118 career wins. Our ERA is a little bit too high for a career. It's 3.72 career-wise, which is a little bit too high, but there's nothing really I can do about it unless I play every single game and lower it manually, which I'm not going to do. But I'm thinking we are coming to the end of Juice Jr.'s career. Now, you got to remember, I know it's not obviously as long as his father's career was, but you got to remember, Juice played 4 years of college baseball as well. So he came into the league a lot older than Juice Sr. did. Juice Sr. came in at 18 years old, or 19, whatever it was. And Juice Jr. came in at like 21. So, or 20, whatever it was. So, Juice Jr. is a little bit more seasoned before he got to the MLB than his father was. So his he's been playing more baseball than his father did. And, or he started playing more baseball before his father did. And so we might be coming to the end of his career big league wise. We've already won everything we can win at least once. So we've got a World Series, we've got an MVP, we got a Cy Young. Those are all the things that I really cared about. I wish I had multiple of them. We're just not simulating very well in terms of both our individual stuff and as a team. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to play this season out, sign either like a 2 or 3 year deal with whatever team we sign with in the offseason here coming up. And then at the beginning of next episode, that'll probably be the final episode. We will do one more contract, we'll sim, and then we will end the series. Actually, you know what? I'll probably do 2 more episodes after this because we'll do one more contract after this one that whatever team we sign with. Then we'll sign with that team, and we'll do the same thing. And then the next episode we'll do a little bit of recap. So basically, I'm thinking we've got maybe 4 or 5, depending on how long the contract is, years left in Juice. So I'm excited. Let's see if maybe we can scrounge together a few more World Series championships, depending on what team we go with. But let's begin the offseason. We didn't do anything in the postseason this year. We went 83-79 and didn't even make the playoffs. So very embarrassing. But that's what this Twins team was. So we also have we've been prompted last episode by our agent Stephanie Saunders to possibly retire. So that's why I'm kind of thinking we have control of what we're going to do. And this might be it right here. So here we go. Here's Stephanie. Glad I caught you. Is this going to be talking about the retirement? Yes. Okay. So she's going to ask this every year, which is nice. So we can control when we want to. We would control when we want to end the series. Let's see. I'm not ready to hang it up just yet. We're going to go a couple more seasons. I never wanted to feel stuck, so I'll continue. Okay, so she's going to keep asking, And we're going to keep on saying no until a couple episodes from now when we will officially call it a career. Will it be a Hall of Fame career? I hope so. Okay, the Yankees are not offering a contract. The Tigers, we could go back to Detroit, but I don't think they're in the same position they were when we won our World Series there all those years ago. I don't think I want to do that. We could go back to the Cardinals, who we got traded to at the very beginning of this series. I just want to go to the Reds. The Twins have offered me a qualifying offer of 25.5. I'm going to decline that. But that's interesting that they offered me a qualifying offer. I didn't realize they did that. The White Sox for a 3-year deal. Okay, that's interesting. They had a 97-win season last year. I didn't even consider the White Sox as a potential option. We would be the second best starting pitcher on their team. Interesting. I think I might want to sign with the White Sox. Okay. I don't think I want to do it for 2 years, or 3 years. I think I want 2-year deal. Can I do 2 years, 60 mil, or are they going to decline that? 2 years, 60 mil. What you got? They've accepted the offer. We are a Chicago White Sox. Not something that I expected to have happen. That is for sure. Did they play the World Series here? Yeah, they got the wild card, they got the divisional round, the championship, and then the World Series. Did they win the World Series? 1, 2, 3 wins. 4 wins. The Whites, we just signed with the defending World Series champions. I didn't even realize that. We just signed with the defending world champions. Okay, that's a good sign for possible ring-chasing scenarios. But we are a Chicago White Sox. That is not what I expected when we headed into this episode. I didn't think we'd be signed with the White Sox. Especially not the defending world champion White Sox. But here we are. The second best starting pitcher overall-wise, it looks like. Let's take a look at this roster and see what's going on here. So here we are. The second best pitcher overall-wise, they got Robbie Perry, who they took in round 1 of 2026. He seems to be a generational type of player. I mean, he came up in 2030 for a little bit. Then he really started in 2031. This guy looks like a freak. He had a lot of time to marinate down in the minors. He looks like a beast. I wish I could draft him in the Angels series. But then here we are. And then also at third base, we would be the second best third base. It looks like they're not going to... Oh, that's a shortstop. Oh, they are going to need a third baseman. Okay. They've got a 30-year-old, 78 overall third baseman right now. So they're in desperate need of both starting pitching and third base because we are... and we are here. We fill that role. But before we jump into actual games with the White Sox, as we advance to the regular season... We've got some business to take care of. Not only do we have some packages to open, which I think it's just one. Yeah, it's just one. Let's open this package really quickly. If we get any diamond gear, that'd be pretty sick. We haven't really gotten lucky on good diamond gear. We get a couple gold things, but nothing too important. I mean, we're already rocking a diamond bat, so gold bats literally do nothing for me. But it's okay. We will put that on there. Okay, so we actually get a new gold perk or celebration thing. But it doesn't change the perks that we have, the boost that we have. It's 2% each, so we might as well just keep the one that we got rocking right now. And now we got to change our appearance because every time we change teams, we got to change our look. So let's go to the hair. We are continuing to get it longer and longer. That's the whole point. We could go with the long mullet. That might be pretty fun. Or maybe the long suave. Or maybe we rock some dreads. I don't think we can fit dreads, can we? I don't think we can fit any dreads. Let's see. This is a little bit too long right now. I think we'll go with just the long suave. I like that. That'll be where we go. And then the beard. Do we want to go even longer, even bigger? We could go Santa. I think Juice Senior had the Santa for a season or two. Oh, now we're back to the short stuff. We don't really need any of the short stuff. We need the big chonkers. We need the big chonker beards. Let's get back in here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is where we're looking. We could just go with this one. This one feels like a caveman type of beard. The Wispy Marsh could be something interesting. Maybe the All Natural. Although I don't think that you can grow that. Can you get anything more full than this? No, it doesn't look like it. I kind of like the Burly Stash. Because you get the little curls on the mustache, if you can see that. I'll try to get a right angle for you to see it. You can kind of see the little curly stash part. Let's go with that. Let's rock that. For a season, or for this stint with the Chicago White Sox. I don't think we're going to change anything else. Everything else seems to be fine. No, I don't want to lose that. There we go. Right thing. Perfect. Now the Juice has been updated with his longer hair and his bushier beard. And we can take a stab at playing for the Chicago White Sox, pun intended. So we got Perry on the mound first, and we're pitching the second game against our former team, the Detroit Tigers. We've already played this team before, not on the Tigers. We've already played against them after winning the World Series, so it's not like it's a reunion or anything, but it's always special to come back. You won a World Series with this team, so it's always special to come back and play against them. We are DHing today, and then we're going to be DHing again tomorrow or the next day, because we are going to be pitching that game. So let's go debut for our new team, the Chicago White Sox, and see how we perform, because I'm kind of excited here. We're getting towards the end of the career. I'm excited to see if we can rack up some extra little stats to maybe push us over the edge, maybe get us into the Hall of Fame. We are also playing at one of my favorite ballparks in Major League Baseball. I love Comerica. It's just so, I don't know what it is, just such a beautiful looking stadium. That's an overthrow by the third baseman. It's going to be an error and not credited as my first hit as a White Sox, unfortunately, but at least we didn't get a double play. That's something, I guess. All right, let's see if we can actually get a base hit here or a home run. Maybe we've lost the pop. Maybe we have no power. I don't know. That's possible. Although we still got a little bit of power. Is that going to get out? Please get out. And it will. Thank you. All right, our first hit as a Chicago White Sox happens to be a home run. Not a lot of power on it, 390 to the wall, but it got over. It certainly did get over. I realized that this could be, if this is real life and people on the baseball side of Twitter are talking about this signing free agency, how this Juice Senior veteran guy who's got a bunch of home runs, he's already got one championship ring, but he signs with the defending world champions. This could be seen as ring chasing, that's for sure. He's going to the end of his career. He's trying to get as many rings as possible, and he goes to the defending world champs. I could definitely see this, people flipping this as ring chasing, that's for sure. And maybe it is, you never know. Maybe it is ring chasing. That's a valid argument. It would be certainly ring chasing if Juice didn't already have a championship. But since he's got one, maybe it lessens it a little bit. We do take the first game of the series. We hit 2 home runs, which is nice. The question at the end of Juice Jr.'s career, is will he have lived up to that #1 overall draft pick tag that he got? He was picked #1 overall by the New York Mets back in 2024. Will he have lived up to it? Maybe not for the Mets, definitely not for the Mets, because we didn't win anything when we were the Mets. But as an individual, I feel like he's lived up to it. I mean, he's done better career-wise than Mike Trout, who was also a #1 overall pick. So I feel like he's lived up to it. He's lived up to the hype that he had coming out of college, #1 overall pick. Maybe not for the team that drafted him, unfortunately. We just couldn't get it done there, and we moved on very quickly. But I'm sure the Tigers were happy to have us on the team at some point because we got a World Series with them. We've pitched very well. Not in sim. We've pitched very well when I'm pitching. That's for sure. I'm just wishing... I don't know why the Reds will never come in and offer me. They never offered his father, Juice Sr. They never offered him a contract. And now the Reds have never offered Juice Jr. a contract. Why the Reds never offer me a contract? The only way that we can play for the Reds is they draft me, I guess, because they'll never offer me a contract ever. We have more home runs, I just realized, than Julio Rodriguez, because it just said he's closing in on 400. He's got 373 or 375, whatever it was. So we've already got more home. We've probably got more career home runs than a lot of people left in this league. I'm sure a lot of the all-time greats have already retired. Britt Poole, also a former St. Louis Cardinal. He left in 2035. We've left a long time ago. We also just couldn't get anything done with the Cardinals either. They were just too bad. But we strike out the side in order. What a debut for Juice on the mound there in inning #1. And now we come to the plate for the first time. Going up against Mackenzie Escobedo. Okay. Let's see what he's got. And that is a grounder to third base. We don't have the speed to beat that out. Unfortunately, it's a ground out. Okay, not ideal. Not what I was looking for. I don't know what it is about Juice Jr., but he just doesn't have that oomph that his father had. His father was barreling home runs every single pitch, it felt like. But Juice Jr., he gets a lot more outs than his father did. That is for sure. And I don't know how I feel about it. Can we blow, even though this is a hot zone, can we blow this by Joe Haley? No, not on that one. Not on that one. Let's try it again. Yes, we can on that one. Okay. So we go back-to-back fastballs, give him some stinky cheese, and he swings and misses. We just had it located a little bit better. First out of the inning. We have struck out, I was going to say, we've struck out the first 4 hitters of the day. I thought we could do it maybe the whole game. We strike out every single person. But that's not going to be the case. Maybe we can strike out everybody but him. Nope. All right. So we struck out the first 4 batters, and then everybody else just wants to hit the baseball. Okay. At least we have ground ball scenarios, so that's not like they're getting base hits or anything. That's a swing and a miss. I really wish in Road to the Show you could do quick counts. That'd be a little bit easier to do. But it's whatever. These games don't take that long anyway. Especially when you're blowing by pitches on 100 on the gun. Even at 31 years old, you're still getting over 101. Another strikeout. That's already number 5 on the day. We're in the 3rd inning. Quentin Davies, a little beefy guy out here. He grounds that past the third baseman down the left field side. Stays fair, and it's going to be a base hit. I thought we might be on track for a little perfect game action. That's also one thing that we have that's not even like kept in the history or in the trophy cabinet or anything. We have like 4 perfect games in the majors. We have 2 in the minors, and we have like 4 in the majors. So we've pitched like 6 perfect games in our career, both professionally and in minor leagues, which is pretty crazy. Most pitchers don't even get 1. But to get 4 in a career, that's also something that has to be taken into account when you're talking about Hall of Fame resumes. We're also, I mean, we've got over 100 wins, and we have over 400 career home runs. So we're a dual threat. We're better than Shohei Ohtani, although I don't know how many home runs Shohei Ohtani has career. Not 400, obviously, but he's got a bunch. Oh, another grounder to third base. See, that's the problem with Juice Jr. Juice Sr. was never doing that, at least not consistently. But Juice Jr., he just be chopping them. I don't know what it is. I understand that swing was a little early, but I don't know. It feels different. Feels different with the son than it did with the father. Oh, that's a big swing and a miss. Peter Chow, what are you doing? That's a big swing and a miss. What's Britt Poole got? Britt Poole's got nothing. Britt Poole's got absolutely squat diddly. We're going to hit it with a knuckleball. We haven't hit the knuckleball all game. He actually got a piece of it. We've got that knuckleball up to 70 miles an hour with the off-day training stuff. So I'm glad that the tokens are a thing, because the tokens have helped us get up our power numbers and our other numbers, our per 9 numbers, and just the off-day stuff, the off-day workouts, have been able to get up my individual pitch speeds, velocities, controls, braking, all that kind of stuff. So it's nice to have 2 different ways to get your ratings up, so you don't have to just... Because that was the problem with Juice Sr. He only had one way to get his ratings up, so he was always going to be lacking in certain categories because we were focusing on other things. We couldn't focus on everything. But Juice Jr., he doesn't have that problem. He can benefit from having a bunch of different avenues to get his individual stats up, which he's done. Because we're throwing over 100 on a fastball, which when we started, we were throwing like in the low 90s, I think. So we've definitely gotten that up. And then the slider control, the slider break, the knuckleball speed, and all that kind of stuff. We've gotten some crazy good upgrades from just the off-season work, or the off-day workouts. And then obviously we put all our tokens into power, like you should. Oh, I don't know how Eric Mooney didn't chase that. We'll give him the... You know what? A high knuckleball. That's crazy to throw, but we're going to throw it anyway. A high knuckle. How do you even hit a high knuckleball? Who throws a high knuckleball? Nobody's crazy enough to throw a high knuckleball, but we are. That's our 10th strikeout of the day, and we're only in the 5th inning. Oh, that's crushed. That ball is absolutely smoked into center field, but it is caught by the center fielder. Thankfully, because that ball got smoked. We do have a 4-0 lead, so at least the team around me is doing the job. Usually I don't have that benefit. Oh, there we go. Finally, we get a good piece of a baseball. That should get over the wall. Oh, it's just off the wall. And there's 21 speed on third. He's going to go home. He's going to get thrown out. Oh, he's safe. They called him safe. Wow, that's crazy. How do you call that safe? He was clearly out. But they called him safe. It's an RBI double. That's a grounder to third. And that's the 78 overall, whatever he was, 70-something overall third baseman that we looked at. He's like 30 years old. Maybe he's the real deal. Maybe he's not. I don't know. He's going to get another ground ball. He's getting tested out there. That whole number 8 is slow. Did you see him run over? It looked like he was jogging. Looked like he tore his hamstring and he couldn't run. That dude was slow. Mark Kaplan, first round pick in 2029. Okay, good for him. Was he the first round pick? First overall pick? I don't know. He's not as good as I am, though. He's not as good as I am. He probably wasn't even on the team when I was there. He was probably in the minors. Or he might not have even been drafted. I don't remember what years we played for the Tigers. Maybe it wasn't 2029. Maybe we already moved on. Oh, how did he hit the knuckleball? How did he hit the knuckleball? You know what? I'm giving sweeper action here. We're going sweepy sweep. Oh, we got a piece of it into center field, but it's not going to be enough. It's not going to be enough. And we will move to the 7th. We are flying by in this game. Only 49 pitches, now 50 pitches thrown in this outing. Unfortunately, we do have a hit, so it's not like we're pitching for a perfect game or anything like that, which I wish we were. I got a cheeky little hit down the third base line. That's okay. As long as we get the win and we allow only that hit, it'll be considered a great showing. And we will be able to start... Well, we'll have to play the third game of the series. Then we'll be able to simulate the career of Juice here in Chicago. Hopefully it ends with a couple World Series rings. I don't know if this team has the ability to go back-to-back. But it looks like, on paper, they have a pretty solid team. And they won the World Series without me on the roster. Now they got me on the roster, so now that's only an added benefit. It only can get better from here, now that you got me on the roster. That's a grounder to first. He's going to step on the bag himself. And that is the end of it. Are they going to pull me? We are going to be at the plate, so we'll have to wait on it. But we're getting 7 runs. This team knows how to put some wins together, that's for sure. That's nice to see. Oh, that's crushed. That ball is absolutely launched into the atmosphere here. Off that brick wall over there in the stands. Probably a concession stand or something. And that ball is absolutely smoked into left field. We go bottom 8 still on the mound. They might let me go complete game here since we got 9 runs. They might let me go the full 9. I guess we'll find out. I'd love to get under 75 pitches. That's not going to happen, unfortunately. But I'd love to be under 75 pitches. That'd be a sick performance. But if this guy keeps fouling off pitches, we're not going to be there. We're going to have 75 pitches in this at-bat. Let's blow some heat by him. There it is. He can't handle it. Can't handle the heat. Get out of the kitchen. Our 12th strikeout of the day. 12th strikeout of the day. Mooney fouls off that first pitch. We'll hit him with a little sinking action. See if we can do some damage. There it is. He gets a piece of it, but he can't do much. We'll hit him with the slider. The slider was not effective against the other dude, the first at-bat. And it's a foul ball for this guy as well. Am I just going to have to throw heat every single time? Just blow it by you? Oh, how do you not call that strike 3, Blue? What are we doing here? Unbelievable. And there is a swing and a miss on another fastball. Strikeout number 13. 13 Ks is a great performance. We're just adding to our career strikeout totals. Thank you for the first pitch pop-up, by the way. That's really helpful. And we will go to the ninth, right? Oh, no, they pull me. Roansy Contreras. Okay. But they pulled me in the ninth. We did hit a home run at least, and a double. But we will play our final game for the White Sox. How will it go? Will we be good? Will we be bad? I don't know, as long as it ends with a couple of home runs. That's really all that matters. All right, let's hit a home run here. We're hitting 500 on the season. That's going to drastically go down when we start simulating. Oh, but that ball is absolutely torched. We can at least get it up a little bit higher before we start simulating. That ball's crushed into left field. Another home run for the Juice, number 4 already on the season. We got to try to get to 500 home runs. I'd like to get over the 500 home run mark before we retire. I'd obviously like to get over 600 home runs, but that's going to be almost impossible, considering we're only going to play, like, I don't know, 4 more years collectively. We're probably not going to get over 600 home runs unless we go absolutely nuclear and I play every single game, which I'm not going to do. So we probably won't get over 600. That ball's Oppo Taco. Okay, don't usually hit a lot of those. Oh, that over the wall too? I thought it was going to be a double. Another home run for the Juice. 3 home runs in this performance. This is the type of performance we needed to have, because the Tigers are going crazy as well. It's 10-5. We needed all these runs. We needed all of these runs if we wanted to win this game. That one's also perfect. I don't think that one's out, though. No, it's not. It is going to be off the wall for a double. A stand-up double, but a double nonetheless. So 3 home runs and a double on the day for Juice. I'd say that's pretty good. We get one more chance at it, too. It's 13-5. We are 4 for 4, hitting .667. You might as well raise that average up a little bit more. It's not going to be another home run, but it will be another double. It's automatic. An automatic double for the Juice, and that'll be the end of the game. That was a pretty good performance. 5 hits, 3 home runs, 2 doubles. I'll take it, and we sweep the Tigers. We have a 52% strikeout rate. Is that career-wise, or is that just this season? I don't know. Not sure. But 3 home runs and 2 doubles, not too shabby. And we sweep the Tigers. Hitting .692. Love to see it. All right, and since it's pretty early still in the video, we will simulate a few. We'll simulate maybe like a month or so into the season, maybe a month or 2. We'll see what we got, just to kind of see how we're simulating. Oh, this team might be real good. And this is what I was talking about with the off-day training. This is how I've gotten my individual pitch stats up without doing any tokens or anything like that. I've just been doing this bullpen stuff, and it's been getting all of my stats up individually. It's pretty sick. But this team might be pretty good. I know they're defending world champions. That's not really a big stretch to say, but sometimes you can have that World Series hangover. Although we are not having that great of a day on the mound, and a finger contusion. How many days are we going to get, or how many seasons are we going to get injured? I feel like every year we get hurt. It's kind of annoying, actually. I fully recovered from the injury, so we're back now. I'd like to have a better pitching performance. I just don't know why I don't simulate very well. I mean, look at our stats down there on the bottom of the screen. We're 2-4 with a 5.21 ERA. I mean, like, what are we talking about here? Why are we simulating so poorly? We do have some tokens that we can spend. 3-5 now. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. Let's take a look after 2 months of simming. After 2 months of simming, let's take a look at our numbers here. So let's go over and see what we got. We also have some tokens we can spend. We got 109. Although at this point in our career, it's going to be hard to find where we can spend those. All right, let's take a look at our career. So we've got a 4-5 record, a 4.25 ERA. We have, how many career strikeouts do we have? We have 1,600 career strikeouts, which is pretty crazy. I'd like to get to 200, or 2,000, I mean, but we'll see what happens. We've got 6 career complete games, 6 career shutouts. We've hit 58 or 64 base runner, or batsmen, I guess is what they call it. We've had a bunch of wild pitches. How are we doing hit-wise? 17 home runs. Oh, we've got 420. Let's go, baby. We're hitting 283, which is really good. Well, at least in sim-wise, because we have not hit that well really consistently at all. All right, 17 home runs, not too bad. I mean, we hit 14 one year, which is just embarrassing. I wonder if we can get to 500. We should be able to. Because if we're going to play these 2 years with the White Sox, then 2 more years, that's 3 years plus this one that we've already started. So we should be able to. I would think so. I would think we'd be able to get to 500 before the end of our career. I don't think we can see, like, Hall of Fame status. I don't think that's a thing in this game. Like, can I see my possibility of making the Hall of Fame? Oh, we are in the MVP race at the start. That's nice. We'll see if we can continue to be that. But I don't think you can see, like, some games you can see your progress towards being... Oh, here we are. So, Hall of Fame potential. I didn't even see this. Hall of Fame potential. It's not fully guaranteed that we're going to be a Hall of Famer, but it is very close. It is very, very close. We can also see our career stats. We'll take a look at this more in-depthly in the last episode of the series when we recap everything that we did. So, there is a thing you can see the Hall of Fame potential, and it's very close. I would say that's pretty much, not a lock, but you're pretty much going to be in with a Hall of Fame potential like that. And that's before we've even finished the career. So, we'll see what happens. That's good to know. I know that now that I know that's there, that's good to see. Let's continue simulating. Might as well just sim the month of June here before we end the episode. Just to see if we can get anything else good to happen. Maybe a couple more wins in the pitching stats, or maybe a couple more home runs would be nice. Let's start pounding some home runs out the... And there's another injury. Oh my God. Do we ever just stay healthy? That was a little crazy win streak we just went on right there. Can we ever just stay healthy? It's not that hard to ask. Oh my God, we are on a crazy win streak. I mean, I know we lost 2 games to the Pirates there, but crazy little win streak going on. How are we doing now into July? We're 7-6 with a 3.78, so our ERA's gone a little crazy. But we have 125 wins, 1,600 strikeouts. We've only gotten to 18 home runs. Okay, so maybe the whatchamacallit, the 500 home runs is not going to be possible. 18. We simulated how many weeks? We simulated a whole month of baseball. We only hit 1 more home run. I know we had like a little 10-day injury or something, but that's kind of annoying. All right, let's spend these final 100 tokens and then wrap up the video. So what should we spend it on? Like, I haven't even spent it on any of this. It's just been all the off seasons, or all the off day stuff. What should we spend? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. What should we spend these 100 tokens on? We're not going to be able to spend it on anything too crazy because 109 tokens aren't going to get you very far. We could get our speed up. Is that really going to help us that much, though? I guess we could do our per 9s again. Maybe the per 9s is going to help us simulate it a little better. Let me spend my 100 tokens on the per 9s. It gets us up to a 91 starting pitcher. That's pretty sick. We're an 82 overall third baseman, but now we have some pretty decent per 9s. They're in the high 70s. I'd like them to be in the high 80s, but we need a lot more tokens than that. I don't think you can buy tokens. I think you can only earn tokens, which is, it's cool. That's fun. But that is going to do it for the episode. We have signed with the Chicago White Sox, the defending World Series champions, and they might be going back-to-back the way that they're playing in June and July. They might be going back-to-back. So we'll see how it goes. But that is going to do it for the Juice. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, leave it a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. Thank you so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.